International Federation of Accountants. It's an excellent resource, and my presentation is entirely modeled on that. I am going to make the presentation in 3 parts, considering the limitation of time of 25 minutes which has been given to me in the program. The first part of my presentation, I would broadly tell you what sustainability is all about and how companies have started reporting on sustainability. It's nothing but the triple bottom line emphasis. And are there standards coming up in terms of reporting? This would be my first part. The second part of my presentation, what would be the process of sustainability embedded in an organization wherein the CFO has got a very important role, or the professional accountants in business have got very important roles. This would give us the link with the sustainability. Going forward, the last part of my presentation is linking with the second part, what competencies are required for the CFO in the days to come. So this would be the structure of my presentation. Just look at the words of the President EduVision on the screen. Rather, I am reminded more of my grandfather and not EduVision. Unless the accountancy profession embraces sustainability, we will become less and less relevant to the society. Now, this statement has assumed a tremendous significance after perhaps all of you may be knowing what is called the G20 summit. This G20, the 20 nations which gathered together after the meltdown and the economic debacle and prepared a roadmap for the world in the days to come, they have very clearly said sustainability should be a major agenda in the business, and the ways of doing business should embrace sustainability, and the accountants need to align themselves with that. Broadly defining sustainability, what it is all about, I would be only repeating Dr. Saab's words. So in these areas, I would tone down the time to be taken or the seconds to be taken. Sustainability is broadly all about managing your business in terms of the economics, environment and social viability, and along with that achieve a balanced performance. This would cover a wide range of issues which he was also emphasizing on. Managing the business with ethical responsibility and sound governance, a strong awareness towards climate change and carbon reduction on account of the way you do business, taking an extreme care of the employee relations and human rights, and while doing business, provide the society as well as the economic development of various communities, and this is what we call as the inclusive growth in the agenda of all the nations, particularly in the South Asian region. Unless the inclusive growth is built in as a part of the strategic thinking, we will not be carrying the bottommost section of the society. So in a pyramid, a typical pyramid, the mass markets in the South Asian region, if you look from a business angle, the mass markets in the South Asian region reside at the bottom of the pyramid. The business shall not design and work out products only for the top of the pyramid, but we need to look at the bottom of the pyramid so that we take the masses and they are also a part of the economic development. These are all broadly the content of a sustainability agenda. If you look at the stakeholders in the ecosystem of sustainability, of course, the central theme is a sustainable economic growth, the organizations, the investing community, the regulators, stock exchanges and the governments, the professional accountants like us, and the NGOs and the society. These stakeholders are a major players in the ecosystem. It is not an exhaustive one, but these are all going to be the major players in the sustainability game. For the benefit of those who are emphasizing on reporting of sustainability and not sustainability per se, 20 years ago, no organization was reporting on sustainability or corporate social responsibility. But now, most of the FTSE companies and Standard & Poor 100 companies issue a separate report on sustainability. Over 3,000 companies have produced such reports in 2008 as to how they are doing business. This is very, very important for the CFOs like us. G250 companies, 197 of 250 produce such reports, rising to 207 for those with an integrated approach in reporting. On the downside, of the 46,000 listed companies, few are there with any form of sustainability reporting at all, and they don't bother about disclosing about sustainability. And in this context, the specific challenges on getting onto a sustainability report bandwagon is that while the volumes are gradually picking up, the analysis towards sustainability is extremely weak. The data consistency is not standardized in terms of quality, and extremely poor data gets into a sustainability thinking. Timing is behind the main report, and engaging the professional accountants is not encouraging. Only now it is picking up. There are a lot of agencies, credit rating agencies or assessing agencies which are doing this sustainability job, but only now engaging the professional accountants is picking up because of the IFACs again and again dinning into the ears of the business community that professional accountants have got a major role. There are specific legal developments and regulatory developments to improve the integration of sustainability with the CFO. For example, the Global Reporting Initiative is a well-established one. Besides that, some of you may be aware that the King Code Governance of South Africa was revised. The third code has come in 2009. That particular code of governance has started talking about sustainability reporting by listed companies. There are work being done by Carbon Disclosure Standards Board reporting framework. And there is the A4S Connected Reporting Framework. And the International Accounting Standards Board is also thinking of an exposure draft which will have the management committee on sustainability. These are all on the reporting and the framework part of it. Now let me come to the main content available in the IFAC. This is the screenshot of the IFAC's sustainability framework, and you see the very nice statement at the bottom. Being sustainable means it requires an organization to take the full account of its impact on the planet and its people. If you don't take care of the planet and the people on the planet, and you don't do business that way, you are ignoring sustainability. Now, this is the point in which my second part of the presentation starts. The second part of the presentation would unfold to you how the process of sustainability in an organization can have certain questions answered where the CFOs will have a very, very major role to play. Basically, the IFAC framework on sustainability is divided into 4 perspectives, which is the business strategy perspective, how the internal management is organized in alignment with business strategy, the financial investors' perspectives, and other stakeholders' perspectives. Now, these 4 perspectives work on 3 important themes. Those 3 important themes are these 4 perspectives in relation to the economic viability of an enterprise, number 1. Number 2, the environmental accountability of an organization. And number 3 is the social responsibility. So all these 3 themes linked with these 4 perspectives would come under the typical framework of sustainability. So in this 4 into 3 matrix, we would answer 5 questions which are relating to integrating sustainability in the business, and these 5 questions would have buried inside the probable role of a chief financial officer. The 5 questions revolve around formulating strategies of organization, on which Dr. Saab was articulating very well, because today the CFO's involvement in the strategic formulation, its execution and evaluation and control is very high. You cannot move away from that and still remain to be a CEO of an organization. The strategy formulation, strategy implementation, incorporation into the competitive positioning of the organization, questions to be answered in strategy evaluation and control, and designing the supporting management systems which will be an enabler for all these 4 issues, first 4 issues. We will answer them one by one, and then we would come to the competencies of the CFO. The most important role which a CFO would play in formulation of strategy is identifying the business case. Identifying the business case in which the CFO very rightly evaluates whether he is into a sustainable business or not. So how it is done exactly? It is done by relating the products you manufacture or the services you render